This was actually my second round with bunions.
Okay.
I come from a long line of bunion and hammer toe sufferers, and I had surgery in '89 for them, and they had returned as was predicted. And I think when I really made the decision to do this, it was when my husband and I attended a wedding that involved going from building to building. And I, for a change, wore shoes that went with the dress rather than were comfortable, and it was agony, absolute agony going between buildings. And that's when he and I together made the decision, we have got to do this and do it soon.
And what type of procedure did you have?
I had, on my left foot, I had both a Tailor's bunion and an Austin bunion on the left and right side. I had that taken care of. And then it had gotten to the point where on both my feet, I had hammer toes had started to develop. And so he corrected those as well. So I had more work done on the left foot, but he was also willing to work on the right foot at the same time, which I was ecstatic about.
So let's talk about after the surgery. How did you feel about that?
I was delighted. In my past surgery, and it was state of the art at the time, no complaints about it, but I did not respond terribly well to the anesthetic. In fact, I had to be kept overnight back then. This time, it was so precise. The staff over at the center where we did this paid so much attention to what my anesthetic history was that, like clockwork, I woke up. And I had no lingering effects from the anesthetic, which is very unusual. And the coming home, yes, I did take the pain meds. I specifically requested non-narcotic. I try not to take pain meds more than I have to. They were more than sufficient. I was 2 days on the couch, and got a lot of help from my husband. Day 5, I was back here, and day 6, I was driving. I was thrilled. So, well, the reason that we had particularly picked this time to do the surgery was my husband and I had a trip for another wedding, but this time it was up in New York, and so we tacked on some vacation time with that. That had been planned for a long time. After the wedding here, where the agony was so unbearable, and we made the decision to go with the feet, I specifically asked Dr. Nagler, do you think I can be ready for New York in 6 weeks? And he said, it'll be a squeeze, but I think we can do it. And so he didn't make any false promises, but he didn't have to. Day 46 after surgery, I'm in very comfortable shoes. I'm in Easy Spirit walking shoes, and no trouble going. And we scooted all over New York, and I think that, more than anything, is a testament to how good the feet feel. He was recommended by our primary care physician, and who is very thorough. So I felt good about coming to see him then. I think I was particularly struck, though, by not only, he clearly knew what he was doing. He did not immediately say, oh yeah, let's go for surgery. He wanted to try, and as did I, non-surgical methods first. And this was some time back. I had come back last year, but family circumstances prevented us doing the surgery that time. And so he said, let's just try the orthotics and take a conservative approach. I was all about that. When those didn't do the trick, then he was ready to move ahead. I felt a sense of confidence and a sense of ease with him from the get-go. And I have to tell you, I was pretty skeptical, because I had put off doing this. I did not want to go through again what I had to go through in 1989, which was definitely 2 weeks on the couch, a lot of pain medication, 6 weeks of a lot of help being needed. But he just instilled patient confidence in me. The fact that I'm doing a video right now is because I relied a lot on the videos that I saw on the website, and after seeing what he did and also how he explained it, I was ready to go. Let's see, 2.5 weeks later, I was able, without issue, to go to my one of my nephew's high school graduations. A lot of walking, a lot of between buildings, and no issues. And one of my friends there, a family friend, looked and she said, "Oh my goodness!" And she saw the boot, and she said, "How long ago did you have that done?" "About 2.5 weeks ago." She said, "My sister could not come to this graduation for her nephew, my son, because she had hers done about 2.5 weeks ago, and she is in agony." And I could relate to that, and I started I have been handing out Dr. Nagler's name and number, but I feel so much better, and for me, this is the way to go.